Hey, Future Seal, how you doing? Let's see what we got here. Oh, 360. I don't give wrenches out like that. That's one thing how you doing, by the way? I don't randomly give out wrenches. I don't do that like other channels. There was a time I did that and I got screwed. So I don't randomly do that. Not right away. Sorry. It was good. Oops, let me see something. So far, so good. Yeah. Yeah, I might do that. Let me see. Um, trying to figure out something. There we go. That's what I want. I think that worked. Wait till a bunch of people come in first. Hey, doctor, how you doing? Cough up a hairball. Might cough up a hairball. I don't know. Uh, about a C, C plus, maybe B. Somebody asked me that yesterday, and now how the hell do I have zero in here? Hey, people are in here right now. It doesn't count you apparently. It tells me I have zero people in here. Ain't that nice? I got zero. Good old StreamYard. So YouTube tell me I got zero people in here. That's interesting. We'll see how this goes. If it's one of those bad chats, I won't go. I guarantee I ain't going 3 hours tonight. I don't have the stamina. Nah, I don't have the stamina. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. They could have signed a running back. After the draft, all the teams usually sign all that stuff. So there you go. You know? See now, I know. I got two people talking, and StreamYard just telling me I got one. Man. Oh, that kind of stamina I got no problem with. Trust me on that. I got no problem with that one. But yeah, look, it says I got 0 people in here. So apparently the people that are in here right now are zombies, or they're a ghost, or I don't know. Both. They're zombie ghosts. This is a pure example of YouTube and StreamYards not being able to learn how to count. I mean, I'm sure y'all see that, right? Yeah, do y'all see that? It actually says 0 up there. And y'all wonder why I think there's a conspiracy going on. Y'all wonder why I say I'm not monetized. There's 3 people in chat talking. I mean, I don't count. There's at least 2 or 3 people talking. It says 0. I mean, I'm not the only one that's seeing this, right? I'm telling you. Man. Yeah, it's weird. It does that. It goes back and forth. So I don't know. It can't count. I think it's drunk. It's got the hiccups. Let's see. I was thinking of doing a morning show, but then the channel that I watched decided, okay, I'll do a morning show after all. So that killed that. And then I was watching somebody like I usually do. So I don't know. It's just. Then I took a nap. So there you go. So that's that. I forgot to share this out, but it don't really matter per se if I share it out or not, because I don't really. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those days, but that's okay. They all can't be winners. Let's see. Okay, I wonder where you were going, but sure, welcome back. Yeah, it's Jeep and John. Hey, Jeep and John, how you doing? Stamos is still awake. That's a good thing. Appreciate you, Stamos. Let's see what. Looking at some. I'm all right. I'm just looking at a few things here. I think Stamos has been hiding. Cause I hadn't seen him on my chat in the last couple of nights, a couple of days. I'm like, whoa. So, it just depends. Here, there, and everywhere, right? Let's see. I guess 360. I only follow the Pelicans. So, yeah. There's a bunch of games on tonight. Looking at the, looking at my fantasy basketball team. Yeah, I do see where there is a couple of games on tonight. For sure. Let's see. Odd. What we got? Hey, honey teen, how you doing? I forgot to email Kyle that I was on. He'll pop in. Believe he'll pop in. I don't know. That's the one thing you see on okay, yeah. Well. You gotta wonder sometimes when people say on the Twitter thing, looking at something. You gotta love when people follow you and they unfollow you just for the hell out of it, right? Oh well. $2:30 a.m. Yeah. You know, I'm really kind of pissed off that YouTube and freaking StreamYards, mainly YouTube, Why does it say 2 people in here? I know there's like 5 people talking. I just I should be used to this by now. But it is what it is. It's fine. Now it says 5. I'm wondering is it even worth the effort of being on YouTube at all anymore. I really don't. I don't know. No, it's because I was napping earlier. No, sometimes I talk lower, sometimes I talk higher. It just depends. Yeah, I don't like my voice anyway, so no big deal there. What happens? Just depends on my mood. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. See, I feel tired already. I don't know. Who knows at this point? Let's see. Oh, what's your faces? I don't know. Let's see what's what. Huh. Why am I not surprised? People were shot. That's usually the case anyway. I have in the past. I don't have any wrestling games to play right now, but I have in the past. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I get the person that comes in and says hi or what's up and then leaves and then I'm supposed to be happy. It doesn't count as a view. I do that for Twitch. No, I ain't got nobody in here now that wants to see that crap. Why the hell would I do that? It makes no sense. If I had 100 people in this show, I would do that. But I don't know. It just depends. Depends on what's what. But I wish I had a timer of when people come in the stream and it says so-and-so was in your stream for 3 minutes and 27 seconds. I could sit here and time it. Go in there, chat, be in there exactly 3 minutes and 27 seconds, and then just, But of course, YouTube don't give you that option. Huh. Man, they can't even make up the amount of how many people's in chat, let alone what's what at this point right now. So I don't even think they stay in here past 35 seconds. Yeah, it's just a goddamn shame. It's like, I'll spend 3 hours in someone's stream. They'll pop in for 25 seconds. How fair is that? Not much. Not much. But, I have come to live with that. So we're just going to roll. We're going to roll with it and say the hell with it. So I ain't worried about it. I think there's an echo in the room tonight. I don't know what it is, but it's an echo. Let's see. I hope everybody had a good day today. It was supposed to rain here, but I don't think it did. At least I don't remember hearing it rain. It's actually pretty sunny out there right now. See, weather people can't get anything right. They can't get a damn thing right. They don't know. They don't know anything from a potato in a hole in their head. So. Drop that down a little bit. Still hear my fan in the background, but it is what it is. It ain't a perfect stream, but that's okay. I ain't a perfect person. So there you go. So. That thing's cluttering like a son of a gun. Hell with it. Put my fan back on, whatever. It's already, stream's already shot anyway, so what's the point? Yeah, I could throw beers out. Why not? Nah. Hey, you got some days you know when it's going good, and you got some days you know when it's not going good. It's all right. Then again, I haven't been coming on at 4 o'clock like I've been saying. I've been coming on like 5, 6 o'clock. So that throws everything off, It throws the whole, away. It is what it is. Let's see. Burger, beer. Yeah, I wish I had a burger. I wish I had a beer. I wish I had something. So. Let's see. I was looking at things. What does it say? I have no idea. It's Ron. Best drink I have no idea. It's not the drink that'll get me loaded. Like I wish. Let's see. Hey, Cornet. Oh, okay. Well, there's one good thing. At least somebody finally got a mail. I sent out. I was wondering for a while. I was like, I know I sent the damn thing out. 22 degrees at 22. Y'all got a different metric system than us. I don't. Y'all probably go Celsius or something. Or Fahrenheit. I don't know what y'all do. Y'all go something. But yeah, that's fine. Whenever you want to post a video, that's fine. Just make sure all the personal info is blurred out. Well, I ain't got to tell you that. Of course, you already know, but yeah. But yeah, as long as it went through, because I don't even know anymore. Oh, let me see. How did that damn thing do that? Oh, okay. Well, you're all good then. As long as it can't be seen on camera, I'm good with it. Let's see. Um, just looking at some stuff. Depends on who you ask. Me, it sucks. Others, it's good. Just depends on who you ask and what's their point of view. Oh, let's see. Sometimes I should write in pencil, but I usually don't. I got a bunch of pencils, but yeah. I don't know if that's a cold emoji or what. It looks like an angry cold emoji, but I'm not sure what emoji that is. Um, Well, I killed chat. One thing I'm good at is killing chats. I just wish I get people to actually say stuff other than hi and bye. But I don't have that hidden talent. So, all right, Stamos, have fun. Go to sleep. It's all good. See you next time, of course. Let's see. I knew I should have changed my headline to "Shiny Butt," or I should have kept it up there. My shiny butt needs prep age. That should have been the title of the live stream. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, me too. I took a nap earlier. I have trouble sleeping at night sometimes, and I was gonna come on around 3-4 o'clock. I just fell asleep. I don't know. It's just my body gives out. One of these days I'll probably die in my sleep, but that's okay. Ain't a bad way to go, but it's God punishing me. I must have done something in a past life to anger someone. I've always wondered that, because there is no way in hell. No way. I don't know what my past self did to screw somebody up, but yeah, they must have did a doozy. Oh, yeah, I used to work the grave shift. I did it for a couple of years. But now I just stay up sometimes, but I do go to sleep. Just depends. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I'm dying without a paddle. Man, oh man. Sorry, I gotta move my big butt. There we go. One thing about being on StreamYards, I ain't got to be on camera. I could just sit here and do whatever. So there's that. But I don't think I'll fall asleep on. Hey, I've never fell asleep on my own live stream. At least I don't think I did. But if I do, that'll be entertaining. Probably get more people listening to me snoring than actually awake. But yeah, at this point, I don't know. No, 360's back again. 360, listening to you on a stream early, I think you have trouble with your connections. Because you were answering questions like 3 minutes after I answered them. But, hey, somebody's got to take the place of Stamos and asking the questions. So, hey, there you go. Not much, Steve. I don't even know why I'm streaming. I don't really know. I make the choices. I go in the wrong streams, and I get the wrong people sometimes. I'm just not people in here. I'm just talking about in general, because it's like, oh no, I'm not down. No. I just get real tired of people telling me, "Oh, you should stream, you should stream, you should stream," and then they never fucking come on the live stream. So, yeah, get those people that pop in and say hi for 2 seconds or whatever. What? I'm kicking in and out now? That wouldn't really surprise me. I like StreamYards, but sometimes they don't like me. If I stream tomorrow, it'll probably be just through YouTube. You know, I try to mix it up. I might go through Melon. Yeah, I try to mix it up. Looking to test out new avenues to get more people involved in the what you call it. Plus, I don't know how to count. Ah, there you go. I haven't talked to Doug yet. Hey, Steve, text me something real fast. Doesn't matter what you text. Text a Q, a W, a R, a letter. I need to see if my phone actually freaking works. Because I paid it the other day, and like I don't even know if it still works or not. Nobody's calling. I don't even know where I put the damn phone. Oh, it's right next to me. But I was gonna call somebody to test it out, but yeah, because my phone was due the other day, and I paid for it. And I never got a notification. See, it's funny how my phone they 10 days out they'll text me. 9 days, 8 days, 7 days, 6 days, all the way to 1. And then the last day, they'll text me like 3 times that my payment's due. But when I pay them, they don't congratulate me, thank you for your payment, nothing. So, it's not buzzing. Okay, it seems to be working. I got your message, Steve. Seems to be working. But I was just wondering if the damn phone works. All right, appreciate you, Cornette. You have a good one. I wish I had dinner. Yeah, I've heard of that name before. I don't know where. I'm pretty sure I follow that channel. Because I've heard of that name before. Oh, YouTube says I don't follow that channel, but I knew I did. I probably followed it and then YouTube took the connection away. Because he doesn't come on my chat. Although I think he used to. Yeah, my phone's funny. It kept telling me last night payment is due, and I'm like, I already paid it. How is payment due when I already paid my bill? So that wouldn't surprise me if they turn my phone off and keep my money. It would not surprise me. We track phone. all these places, they take your money, and they don't provide you enough service. Let's see. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to work here. Right. So we put people to sleep, apparently. That's all right. Yeah, Durwood had that problem for months. Durwood could not get on people's. He couldn't get on YouTube for literally, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months, because that happened to him on his tablet. It's only been just recently you see Durwood in chat. So either he's on his laptop or he got a tablet. I don't know. I fell asleep during Teresa's stream. I don't really get all of that. I don't know what they're talking about on that stream. So I'm like, okay, I actually fell asleep. I don't know if it was because we had 6 women on panel talking at the same time and I couldn't make any sense of anything, or I just fell asleep. I was just like, all right, I'm listening to this. I'm out, and that was it. But sometimes you got to reboot your thing. I would have turned the I don't know anything about tablets. I've never owned a tablet, so I couldn't tell you. I know they're big devices, but in that situation, I would have tried turning off the tablet and then turning it back on. Maybe it would have worked. I don't know. Couldn't have hurt. That's how I see it. But yeah, Durwoods had that same problem. But yeah. Hey Steph, how you doing? Hey Wanda, how you doing? I was in your stream the other day with the crawfish. Yesterday, I just didn't say anything because you couldn't read the chat. But I was in your chat watching it, so I didn't do anything today. So it really wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was supposed to rain here. I don't think it did. It might wait. Tablets are funny. Yeah. You were going around saying, I'm on YouTube, and everybody's laughing. I'm like, why is that funny? It's so funny. It's so funny that people were laughing because you were on YouTube. Yeah, I watch Midnight Cravens. He's a crawfish guy from Louisiana. And that's all his channel is crawfish. And it's a Korean dude who lives in Baton Rouge. And dude's got 35,000, about 35,000 subscribers. And that's his entire channel, Crawfish. And supposedly when he hits 50,000 subscribers, he's gonna give a free crawfish ball to a subscriber. But I can't eat crawfish. I can't be around crawfish. It makes me nauseous. I can't even be near it. I don't know why. It just makes me want to vomit. I don't know why. I'm not a crab person either. I can like shrimp. I'm not entertaining at all, but there you go. Oh, that's when you got to pull your internet connection then, Steve. I get that sometimes on my laptop. It'll tell me out of range. And I say, how the hell am I out of range? I'm right in front of the modem. Now, the modem's not in my room. It's in my storage room, which literally I can get there in 10 steps. Okay, Wanda, thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. Probably shouldn't have took a nap earlier, but that's okay. I might go to sleep after this stream and just, sleep all night, sleep all day. Hey, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll sleep the rest of my life. I'll be all right with that. But, yeah, connections are weird. It's fun. Yeah, I fell asleep. I was on Kyle's stream, and it was just me and Kyle in chat mostly. I mean, 360 was there, but he kept kicking in and out. But I was in his chat, and I said, all right, I'm going to stream in an hour. And then I fell asleep and woke up at 6. And I'm like, I must have fell asleep. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, because I fell asleep. I can't sleep at night half the time. And then when I want to sleep at night, I can't there. My internet's with Spectrum. And I get shitty internet service. And they raised my rates twice this year. For bad service. It works when it wants to work. It works about 90 to 95% of the time. I got no problems with it. But when my power goes out, I lose my internet because it's connected to the power booster. Obviously, this is the modem. My flip phone is independent, so I can watch stuff on there, but I can't type letters on there. So I can't go on people's streams. I can't do anything. It's a conundrum of fuckery. And I could have got a new phone months ago, but I keep putting it off for whatever reason. I don't know. Story of my life. So when something actually goes right, the law of averages says something's got to go right sooner or later. That's just the general law of averages. It can't go wrong all the time. There's your problem right there. Verizon. Verizon is a crooked company with piece of shit employees. This old phone that I have is Verizon. Let me tell you something about Verizon. I needed a new cell phone at the time. I went Verizon against my wishes. I wish I shouldn't have done it, but then again, I wouldn't have this phone. Went Verizon. The employee was an asshole. He activates my phone, and there's like all these spam messages. He goes, do you know this person? I said, no, dude, how the hell do I know this person? You just turned on the phone. I told him going in, I said, look, I only have an hour lunch. I want to go get something to eat. And this son of a bitch made me stand there for an hour. So I had to waste my entire lunch break at the time. Yes, I've been dealing with Spectrum for years. The office is right down the street. They're lucky I don't go in there and yell at them. Oh, Spectrum wants to petition the FCC. Well, they're already trying to do it. Where it becomes official in 2023, where they're going to try to limit how much you spend on your streaming services, Hulu, Netflix, etc. And you're going to hit a certain point, and they're going to what they usually do with your phone plans. They're only going to let you be on streaming services so much throughout the month, and then after that, they're going to drop your internet. Basically force you to get their damn cable, which is already high as it is. Yeah, Spectrum raised my internet twice this year. My electricity raised my rates $5 a month for the next year because of the goddamn winter storms, which didn't even happen here. I mean, yeah, it was cold, but what the hell's this got to do with Texas? You know, all those people in Texas that were getting charged like $5,000 for electricity? The Energy Commission Board said, yeah, we know it's wrong, but you know what? We're not going to intervene. They were like, we should fix it, but nah, we're not going to. So they just said, nah, they ruled, nah, you got to pay the company that. But, yeah, Verizon, yeah. This phone that I have, it's Verizon LG, right? Now, this phone was supposed to be, I don't know, $150. I put $150 down and paid $30 a month for 6 months. And then after the 6 months, they send me a bill for $283 and tell me I got to pay it up front. And I told them to go F themselves because I already paid for the phone. It's mine. You know. But AT&T will give you problems too. No matter, I don't know, all these companies, they don't give a shit about you. They just, no. That's why I got the flip phone. After the 6 months of this, I kept the damn phone. They kept telling me, oh, we need our phone back. And I said, I paid for this damn phone. It's mine. So I still have the phone. I actually had the phone sitting on a table. And my brother one night was like, you know you can get internet on that phone. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, turn the phone on and charge it. If you got Wi-Fi, you can get internet, which I didn't know. But the thing on this phone is it picks up my Wi-Fi at my house. But if I go anywhere else, it'll pick up the signal, but it will not let me connect. Because apparently in the Verizon settings, they turned it off to the point where I can't go mobile on this thing. Even if there's a Wi-Fi connection, it blocks the signal. That's how Verizon is, folks. Yeah, Verizon's a piece of garbage. They built a store here a couple of years ago, and I went in there and yelled at them. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't sign no contract. It was a 6-month plan. I bought the phone and I paid $39.99 a month for 6 months. Well, it's supposed to be a $150 phone. So I put the $150 phone on the damn thing, and there you go. Well, I guess that means you have Spectrum too, Steph. Well, you know my pain. I'm actually at one point, I used to call Spectrum so many times that they actually labeled me as what is it? A high-risk patient, a high-risk customer or something like that. Like literally, when they knew it was me, they would hang up on me. Because all I did was complain. But like I said, with Spectrum, there's an office right. I still call them Charter, so I don't care. But there's the office is right down the street. I can walk there. But what good does it do? The employees don't know anything about the shit. Like I had Spectrum cable for literally 20 years. I got rid of it because it was too high. Freaking internet's too high. Oh, well, yeah, they. I call them up and say, "What the hell?" No, they raised my internet twice this year. $5 in January and $5 in April. And I'm like, I call them up and I say, "Hey, my speed is going down, but my prices, y'all are aware." I told my electricity this too. I said, "Y'all aware there's a pandemic going on? People can't pay shit right now. You ever notice this? There's a pandemic going on. People can't pay shit. They lose their jobs, and all the damn prices are going up. People can't afford shit now. It's ridiculous." Yeah, one time I complained, and they sent me a notice on my computer, terms of service. And I couldn't continue unless I accepted their terms of services, which I was trying to get out of it and someone else accepted the damn thing. But one of the terms and services, internet is has is. It works or it doesn't. And I'm like, what? And that was on my like I could not get on the internet unless I clicked that damn button. Because they said I called too much and bugged them. And people wonder why life sucks. It's because it is shit. They raised my damn electricity bill because some assholes, because they had to pay more for fuel, so they pass it on to the customer. Well, that's their fucking problem in the first place. They always pass on the buck because someone is raising prices, so they go, well, we're going to pass it on. I wish I could do that. I wish I could buy an avocado for $1.50. Well, it's $1.50 basically, and then say, hey, it's too much money. I'm going to pass this on to someone else and sell it for $2.50. Let them deal with the problem. It's the only internet company we got out here. Other than AT&T, and AT&T are assholes also. So, because the parish signed a 10-year contract with them, every 10 years it automatically renews. So it's the only cable company you got out here. Unless you want to go DirecTV, which is AT&T, and that's not any better. But yeah, in 2023, Spectrum's going to make it where you have to get internet. I mean, you have to get cable. You won't have internet. Because everybody's cutting the cord. I got rid of that damn cable service 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm happy. I got tired of paying $200 a month for shit I couldn't watch. Well, I'm glad you don't have any problems with Verizon, Steve. It's just not everybody has problems with everything, but it just depends. Your region of the woods, it's fun. You know, I honestly thought when Charter when I first got cable and Charter came out, I thought Charter was just in Louisiana. I didn't realize it was in other states or Spectrum or whatever the hell they call them. The building here, they painted it dark blue and put a Spectrum blue on there. It's, I don't know. I like the color blue, but the way they put the shade, it's completely ugly. And you know. But yeah, it is what it is. But I was gonna do a show this morning, but Scotty decided to do a show, so I couldn't obviously compete with that. But shit. But I tell you, and I still find it funny. I really, really find it funny. And I sent Scotty this yesterday. That President Biden is traveling to Lake Charles to check out the infrastructure and the recovery from the damage of the hurricanes. I told Scotty, I said, you see, one more week, you could have been down there as an eyewitness telling President Biden exactly what you thought. That's if they let him, which I doubt it. The ironic irony of these things. Maybe we'll send Doug down there as a correspondent for the Stack and Field show. I got this crazy idea that Doug should, since Doug is the only one that knows where this makeshift studio is, I had the crazy idea of sending Doug down there to commandeer the trailer that Scotty lived in for the past 3 months or 2 months, the last one he was in, and confiscate it and drive it down here, and we could do our own show, makeshift show, and talking about Sleepy Joe? Who knows? But I saw this on the news the other night. And I said, oh, Sleepy Joe's now coming to Louisiana. Okay. Does he even know where the hell Louisiana is? See, I think Sleepy Joe thinks he's going to Disney World and realizes, wait, this ain't Disney World. Like he gives a rat's flying ass about how people are doing in Lake Charles. Like he cares. Come on. If Trump was still in office, when the hurricanes first hit, Trump was down here the next day. And he spent a week down in Lake Charles. He was there the next day. Biden's been president since January. Now all of a sudden it's the first week in May. Now he gives a shit about people? That's, Well, he's got dementia. He's got Alzheimer's. He's got, his wife got killed at an early age in his 70s. His wife and his daughter. And that's a traumatic effect. They say a traumatic effect like that can cause dementia in your later years. Do you know that he harassed the person? His wife ran a red light. And truck driver slammed in and killed her, of course. He harassed that truck driver and family and friends for over 30 plus years. Living hell. Harassed those people. It was his wife's fault because she couldn't stop at a stop sign. And it cost her a life. And literally, that guy got the things that Joe Biden did to that guy. He sent the FBI to their house. He sent the CIA to his house. He sued the person, the guy. Biden's first wife died in a car accident. It was a trucker from some company. Biden's wife ran a red light. And the truck hit the car and killed her. And her and I think his daughter at the time in the early 70s, late 70s. And he basically for 30 plus years harassed this guy. Sent the FBI to their house to spy on them, tapped their phones. The CIA was there. Threatened to sue him, threatened to take his life, got him fired from his job. Basically made his life a living hell. because I've read articles about it and stuff, because the guy's still alive. He actually wrote a book on it. Saying that for years he was spied outside his house, intelligence. He would get knocks at like 3 a.m. The cops would come to his door, knocking on his door like every other night. And he would answer the door and they would be like, "Oh, we're just checking on you, sir." I think he did. But the guy, I don't know the guy's name, but I saw it on Amazon because he wrote a book a few years ago. And Biden literally harassed him up to the point. Yeah, he did. Biden harassed him up to the point until right before he became vice president. And then I think Obama told him, "Look, you need to stop that." But Biden's wife died in like, what, 75 or something. This dude got harassed for 30 plus years. But now that Biden's president, they asked the guy about that, and he's like, "Well, it's probably gonna start up again." He goes, "I'm waiting for it, the harassment to start up again." Because he's powerful and the press loves him. And yeah, Google it. I did a simple search on it because I heard something about it. I forgot the guy's name, but he was a truck driver. And yeah, Biden got him fired from his job, foreclosed on his house. The guy was basically homeless, penniless, made his life a living hell. And it was his wife that ran the stop sign. She didn't stop. She kept on going. And, she died. And, But yeah, all you gotta do is look it up. It's all over Google. It's all over Amazon. It's all over, But... which doesn't surprise me, because when you have people in power like that, Congress, they can do what they want. That's why I keep saying we need to abolish Congress. Need to get rid of that system. We the people, my ass. I've seen this exact quote on play. How the hell... the country of America has 350 billion people living in it. How do we let 300-something people run the nation? Tell us what to do. We the people. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. When you got people in there like, you got the current administration in there that don't give a shit about you. Just wait. Just wait until President Kamala takes over. You think Biden's bad. Just wait. Because we all know that Kamala's running this country. We all know that. I mean, if people don't wake up and realize that, something's wrong here. I mean, Joe Biden wanted to sit back and retire. He didn't want to be president. He wanted to go out fishing. They said, no. You're the only one that can beat Trump. And he didn't even beat Trump. No, I ain't kidding. I love it when people tell me, I get people all the time telling me, "You don't do your research." I don't. Shit, my dad tells me that all the time when I say something bad about, well, my dad's an independent. He hates everybody. He hates Biden. He really hated Trump. But my dad always tells me all the time, you don't do your research. You don't do your research on things. Trump did this and Trump did that. You don't know anything about it. And I'm like, I do my research on everything, but it depends on where you get your information from. certain sources are going to be for a certain person because the person that owns that site might be rooting for that person, might be affiliated with that person, might be campaign donations from that person. Like someone told me that Trump kept 85% of his campaign donations and pocketed them. Well, that's full of shit right there. Big business always ran this country. The Rockefellers and the J.P. Morgans back in the day used to run the country. It ain't nothing different. This shit was set in motion. See, the founding fathers knew about this shit. The founding fathers basically built everything, But maybe so, Kathy. I don't really know. See, I try not to talk about politics, but every once in a while, I got to go off in that what you call it. I try to avoid politics, not to piss anyone off, but it really doesn't matter because anytime you're gonna say whatever. But Fox News is owned by the government. If you didn't know that already, they own 80% of it. So who's ever in office, basically, that's what Fox reports. No, but I don't have, yeah. Yeah, they want to charge out the ad. The COVID shot is free. It's where you go to get it. Then they can charge you for it. But because people were getting charged like $600 or more. And they kept saying, I thought the damn shot was free. There's Zanron again. Well, and this is why I don't talk about politics, because I always get somebody pissed off at me. But yeah, I'm not up on my facts. I don't really understand that, but that's okay. You gotta love when people just tell me I'm not up on my facts. I clearly do my research. I'm not wrong on this shit. Read back, Steph. Read back and look at the right after Steve's comment. You can figure this out very clearly. But this is why I try not to talk about politics, because you're always gonna piss someone off. Apparently so. But then again, I don't really get why someone comes in my chat for 2 minutes, says something, and leaves. I don't really get that. But then they get mad. People get mad at me because of what I'm saying on my own channel. I don't know. But I don't know my facts. Oh, she'd already done left, Steph. I guarantee you she done already left. It's all good because, like I said, someone comes in for 2 minutes and then they leave. So, it's not going to count as a view anyway. And if YouTube takes the subscription away, it's not really going to count for much anyway. So, I ain't worried about it. They probably already unsubbed from me anyway, so whatever. I don't worry about things like that. So, but I mean, if people don't like what you're saying, no one's here to keep you in check. Pretty much. I mean, the last I checked, it was my chat, right? I can talk about what I want. If people don't like it, hey, they don't have to stay here. I'm just saying. I try not to talk about politics, but every so often you got to talk about shit. And it happens. People think they're right when they're wrong. I mean, hey, that's just how it is. Yeah. I'm not worried about that anymore. But hey, that's okay. I got to get my facts straight. Apparently, I'm wrong. Everything I'm saying you can find on Google. You can find on search engines. But I don't know my facts. that is that is hilarious. I don't know my facts. I just wish somebody that would stay. I wish that somebody comes in my chat that actually stays in my chat for 2 minutes longer than they're supposed to. I just like how people come in my chat. They spend 2 minutes in here and try to tell me shit and then just pop out. You know, the thing is, they pop out at the end of the conversation. They probably pop in, listen to like 2 seconds of it, and then sit. Yeah, all politicians, Democrats, Republicans, Independent, they're all the same people. They all sit back in a room together and laugh at Americans and say, haha, they think we're enemies, but we're actually best friends. And people are stupid, don't realize this shit. All politicians are corrupt. They don't give a shit about me or you or anyone else. So, it's fine. She's pissed off at me. What do I give a shit? I don't care. I'm sure you wouldn't fuck Jerry Jones, but that's okay. I didn't delete that one. I didn't do that one, Doctor Who. But yeah, I'd never be the Cowboys head coach because why the hell would I want to be Jerry Jones under Jerry Jones? You know. Yeah, I just saw it, Steve. But oh, dirty word. Oh yeah. No, it's fun stuff. I gave you the power to do as you want. I know you won't screw me over. Do what you want. Doctor Who does that on sometimes just for the hell of it. But yeah, that just brings my piss to a boil that someone's just gonna pop in my chat for 2 seconds and tell me I'm wrong and then leave. And watch, you'll never see her. You'll probably never see her in my chat again. I'd be surprised. I mean, it's amazing how many times you spend in someone's chat and then they pop in for 2 seconds. It's amazing. Yeah, YouTube even blocks out the derivatives. So, but yeah, I like people that stay in my chat for more than 2 seconds. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but if you're going to come in my chat for 2 seconds and tell me I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about, and then get pissed off at me for saying shit in my own chat. Now, if I was in their chat, Oh, I met her in someone's chat long ago. She's mm, she's a coin person, I believe. I think she recently got monetized, so it really doesn't matter. But he, for 2 minutes, says hi and bye, and I mean, I'm glad she comes in, but you know, that's why people become politicians. It's a career job. They don't give a shit. I mean, even if there was a politician that actually gave a rat's ass about Americans, they would be overruled because there are forces out there beyond their control that basically tells them, you know, oh, you can't do this, you can't say that, you can't, blah, 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 blah. So it's crazy. Oh, I don't know Doctor Who. I don't really know as far as no, she probably did it to make the K. You know, some people are clever with their names. That's probably why. But um yeah, it's just you know what? If I'm in somebody's chat, she probably gave me a thumbs down too, which hey, I don't really give a shit. But if I'm in somebody's chat and I don't like what they're talking about, I leave. I don't sit here and try to debate people. I just go, whatever. But when somebody comes in your chat for 2 seconds and doesn't hear what you're talking about, you know, maybe so. Hey, if she comes back in my chat, I'll be more than welcome to have her back in my chat. But you probably is. You'll never see her again. She's probably got pissed off and said, I'm unsubscribing that. And that's fine because somebody who comes in your chat for 2 seconds and leaves doesn't count in the first place. I'm just saying. Uh, Burrows ain't no damn rookie quarterback anymore. Come on now. Come on. The Bengals drafted all LSU and Tulane players. The Bengals think they're from Louisiana. They drafted LSU players. They got Chase. I'm telling you, the Bengals are going to be, technically ain't technically. Yeah, if you look at the Constitution, supposedly, I mean, back in the day when the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, that's how it was. It was a different time. I think, I think that, I think that they get a salary, but supposedly back in the day, Congress was not supposed to be a paying job. I mean, why do you think they all take kickbacks and bribes and steal money and shit? That's their pension. I disagree with what I said also, but I also agree with what I said. So it cancels each other out. It's a 50-50 kind of thing. Right. So it's kind of a 50-50 thing. Hell, let's see. Yeah, they all have their side companies. Yeah, back in the day when they wrote the Constitution, Congress wasn't a paid job. Somewhere along the line, they made it that way, but it was stipulated something like they had to work a certain job or they had to, I don't know. But they all got their little kickback schemes and operations set up to where, yeah, I don't think Congress was a job that you got paid for until probably Civil War or something. Maybe a little before that, but yeah. No, they make more money in my lifetime than I'll ever see. They make more money in 1 year than I'll ever see in my life. That's why people go into politics. They know it's a high stakes game, but in the end, hey, you know how to play it right, you're going to come out on top, no matter what the American people think of you. So, all I know is when Congress gets paid more than the president, that just tells you something right there. No, Steve was saying at first when the Congress was made, they didn't get paid. They didn't. And then later on throughout the years, they passed a bill making themselves eligible for payment. Thomas Jefferson actually wrote in the Constitution that Congress was a ruling body, but it wasn't a paid one. I don't know the exact terms, but it wasn't. They got a pension or something, but they didn't get like a. I don't know what it was. They didn't think of politics back. It was in a different day. They didn't think of it as, oh, I'm going to sit here. When they wrote the Constitution, they didn't make it. They didn't think that they were going to have someone in Congress for 50 freaking years. They actually wanted it to like a year or two and have turnover, different people in Congress, from what I read. But you got people like Pelosi sitting in Congress since like 1975 or whatever the hell it is. Road runner, beep beep. How you doing? Beep beep. But yeah, if I got a BJ, could I write that off as a tax expense? I'm just saying. I mean, if I was working and I had one of those, and it could be written off as a business expense, right? I mean, I'm sure members of Congress did it. There is a show I watch Monday through Friday. There's a local. The guy's in Texas. His name is Kenny Webster Jr. He does a show called The Pursuit of Happiness for an hour. And he's based in Houston. So most of his shows are around Houston. But he simulcasts on Facebook and YouTube. He comes on around 4 p.m. Central, usually, 4:30. He's the voice. He's the sidekick behind Walton and Johnson. Back a couple years back, John Walton died of cancer, and Kenny Webster Jr. was the producer, and he said, "Hey, I want you to continue in my place." And This guy, like I said, he lives in Houston, so he mainly talks about Texas politics, but he does talk about Biden and other things. He does an hour show, but with the commercials, it's more like 40 minutes. But he's on in the morning on the radio show. Then he does an afternoon radio show. He said he's going to start doing a weekend show with someone. But if you look up his name, Kenny Webster Jr., and he makes a lot of sense. That's his name. But he makes a lot of sense with stuff. Now, granted, like I said, he's in Houston, so he talks a lot about Houston stuff. But he'll talk about other things and this and that, and it's interesting. All right, I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you for popping in. But yeah, it's yeah, if I was a politician, I could get my hookers written off as a tax exempt right off. I mean, I guarantee you most of those politicians probably don't even pay taxes. I'd be surprised if they do. Al Sharpton ain't paid taxes for 20 years. The mayor of New Orleans owes $3.5 million in back taxes. And her husband, between what she makes for the man in New Orleans and what her husband does is a multimillionaire, they make more than enough to pay off these debts, and they don't. Like the IRS seized their house and their cars. She owes $3.5 million in back taxes, going back to like 2009. She filed for bankruptcy, but yet she spends 3 months in the Bahamas telling New Orleans people to wear a goddamn mask. Apparently so. Look it up. Al Sharpton owes a shitload of money. He's been owing money for years. I think he's got it down to like $5 million. He owed $20-30 million for years. Probably because he bribes people. But if that was me or you, we'd be in jail already for tax exemption, for tax extortion or whatever. We'd be in jail. There are people out there that owe, like I said, Mayor Cantrell, the mayor of New Orleans. I find it funny that a couple of years ago, there were two people running for mayor of New Orleans, and they were both on the city council. And both of them stole money from the city of New Orleans. So what happened was she got elected mayor, and the first thing she did was pass the bill where no one can do what she did. Same thing with Bobby Jindal. Bobby Jindal was the governor of Louisiana. He stole Louisiana's money, we're still bankrupt. Bankrupted the state so he can make a presidential run, which lasted 2 weeks. And it failed. And then the last day in office, he passed a law saying future governors can't do what he did by stealing all the money. And I'm like, what? So, but yeah, Mayor Cantrell owes a shitload of money. People ask her all the time. She tells people, y'all need to pay your taxes. And then the press was asking her every day, and she goes, I don't discuss my personal income with people. Well, you're a public figure. This bitch is sitting here telling me I got to pay my taxes. But she's off in the Bahamas for 3.5 months. She's telling everybody in New Orleans, you need to wear a mask. You need to wear a mask. The governor of Louisiana says you don't got to wear a mask anymore. She's like, nope, New Orleans is wearing a mask. Like, she just opened. couple of days ago, she finally opened up the damn restaurants and shit. She pretty much had New Orleans closed. She canceled Mardi Gras, for Christ's sakes. The woman's evil. And it's Gype, thumbs up. Appreciate you. Gype popping in, of course. But the woman's evil. If you don't know LaToya Cantrell, you could look up her bullshit. This woman is evil. And she's a Democrat, so right then and there, that tells you she's evil. First woman ever elected mayor of New Orleans, by the way, in 300 years. And I'm not saying that's not anything bad, but when you got somebody like her who's sitting there telling you to do one thing and she does the exact opposite. Now, come on. Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is like, these politicians, they need to do by example. Instead of sitting here, there should not be two sets of rules here. The haves and the have-nots. It should be, hey, it's supposed to be, I'm saying, we the people. We the people doesn't mean a goddamn thing anymore. Maybe at one time it did. But, and I saw this quote on a website. We have 335 billion people living in the United States. I think it is. Or maybe it's million. It's probably billion. And we let our lives be run by 350 some odd people or 500 people, whatever Congress is. Now, and they're trying to add Washington, D.C. as a state. Why? Because Washington, D.C. is 92% Democratic. So they're trying to add Washington, D.C. They're also trying to make Puerto Rico a state because it's the same thing. Even though Puerto Rico don't want anything to do with the United States. And Puerto Rico is a third world country. So you make Puerto Rico a state, you're gonna have more debt because they're piss ass poor. So they already ratified Washington D.C. as a state. They just got to vote on it, but they already pretty much put that in motion. And there's only 800,000 people that live in Washington D.C. But they want to make Washington, D.C. a state. But the historic landmarks like the mall and the Lincoln Capitol and all those, the White House is still going to be a district, which is not going to fall under federal United States guidelines. Because I don't understand what a district is anyway, but whatever. District of Columbia, I don't understand how that even came about. But Washington, D.C. is barely bigger than Rhode Island, for Christ's sakes. But 93% of it's Democrats. So, of course, the Democrats want to throw their power in there and get more reins. And, so that's why they're pushing this through all of a sudden. I mean, we ought to just split the damn union in half and see who wins. Shit. But I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let's see. I got to start coming up. See, I don't really come up with topics. I just start talking about whatever. Then, hey, the topics come out. So, but when I was watching the show yesterday, Pursuit of Happiness show, the host made a good point. He said there are two reasons why people listen to me. One, they support my work and they like what I'm doing and they agree with mostly what I say. Or two, they come in and they listen and they differ on what you say and they try to say, no, you're wrong, to spread propaganda. So, and in his case, it was right because of what he does with a radio station and whatnot. He was talking about his past instances, but in a lot of cases, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just can't understand how Louisiana is a red state, but we have a blue governor and a blue mayor. Of course, Louisiana hasn't had a Republican governor since the Civil War, but basically since Reconstruction. Hey, poop my pants. How you doing? I just realized I got about 500 dishes in my kitchen I gotta wash, and I'm like, I really don't want to wash them. I hate washing dishes. But I can't leave them there. But yeah, it's just really funny. Historically funny, in fact. Um, yeah, there are two sets of rules for people, apparently. It's thundering outside. Maybe it'll start raining. They said it was supposed to storm today. They said it was supposed to rain. And it didn't rain. So, I don't know. Let me check something. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to check. Turn that on already. I didn't realize I turned that on. So, I forgot I left my coffee on from this morning. I gotta clean that shit and, oh man, I got all these dishes I gotta wash. I hate dishes. There should be a thing where people don't have dishes. This should be banned from Dishland. I need to hire a hot maid to wash my dishes, right? Because I mean, I got paper plates, but I just don't. Half the time I don't use them. So, yeah, I can hear the thunder outside, so I think it's going to rain. Although they said it was supposed to rain all day today, and it really didn't. So, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to hear some shit from this person because I'm on the panel with this person. I just realized this. This is how I remember how they got me. Okay. All righty. Okay, well, next time I see this person on a panel, I'm going to tell them they dead ass wrong. But, yeah. Huh. Don't you just love when you leave a comment on someone's channel and like 4 years later someone responds to your comment, you forget what the hell you posted, and it's like, okay, well, hey, welcome back, Steve. I'm not going to talk for more than 10-15 minutes at that. I got to wash some dishes and stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. I think it's finally starting to rain outside. So the weather people don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time. Dot, squiggly line, dot, and all that jazz. Ba-da-ba-da. 5 million things. Well, let's see. All right. Let's see. What? What in the butt? That is the catchiest theme song in the world. I did not got an Emmy nomination or an Oscar nomination or even a Grammy. Is kind of surprising in itself. So, yeah, I hear the thunder in the background. So, looks like it's going to storm tonight. Not really surprised there. I think tomorrow it said 70% chance. But it fluctuates so much that I don't know. Definitely see what's going on there. But it fluctuates all the time. Now I may actually think of a topic one of these days, but now that Scotty's home, maybe I'll do. Steph, I don't do laundry. Well, for the sole reason that number one, I don't do laundry. I would, but I've filled the water thing up and pressed the button to start the damn things, but yeah, I don't really. I've never really had to do laundry, believe it or not. So I wouldn't mind doing it, but I think what I would do is just take all the stuff because I have a clothesline in my backyard. I don't know how long it's been there. Probably since this house been built in the 70s. Maybe the person that owned the house to begin with never had a wash. I mean, when I first moved in here, my wash and dryer was broken, so I had to use the clothesline for a few months before I got a new wash and dryer. Because it actually lasted like 15 years. Well, if I had a dog, sure. But no, I don't have a dog. I have a dishwasher in my house, but it's broken. But dishwashers take up a lot of energy, supposedly. So even if it was working, I wouldn't be allowed to use it. More than likely. Yeah, I got a bunch of dishes in my damn sink, and I'm not looking forward to washing them. Which I got to do in a few minutes, because if somebody comes home with a bunch of dishes in the sink, I ain't never going to hear the end of it. And I'll have notes all over the goddamn. I'll have notes on the ceiling, on the floor. And I don't like notes. I hate notes to a passion, but it doesn't matter. In that situation. But yeah, I don't do laundry. And I probably won't do laundry until, it was supposed to be like that all day. But right now, it's starting to thunder. It hasn't rained today, as far as I know of. My patio leaks, the roof leaks, so I've put that Flex Seal on. It doesn't work. So when it rains, I got buckets in my patio. So I always got to dump out the water. It's not essential. It's outside. I mean, it's a patio, but it's enclosed, so it's not essential to the main part of the house. So there's no reason to get it fixed to bug my landlord over it. So I just let it be. But Flex Seal doesn't work, and I think the wood's rotted out on the top part. And when they made the connection between the patio and the house, they didn't put a seal on it. Oh, 360's back. Okay. But, yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm getting ready to stream in a few minutes anyway. Jumping in and out, back and forth messes up the view count. It doesn't count as a technical view, but, well, happy birthday. I'd sing it to you, but it's not public domain. By singing happy birthday, I would get copyrighted. My channel would get shut down. Because believe it or not, there is somebody out there that well, that's good. I mean, hope you have a happy birthday, of course, mine already passed for this year. My birthday is early enough in the year I can get rid of it, so I don't have to worry about later in the year. So, yeah. So that's always good. But yeah, I hear the thunder outside, which means it's getting ready to storm. But yeah, I'm going to do 2-3 more minutes, and then I got to go because I got to wash my dishes before Rumi comes home, so I don't get yelled at. And with this weather being outside, it might kick me off the internet. So, yeah, they said it was supposed to do that earlier. It's been raining every weekend here. Like when Scotty came down here, this year was an unusual weather pattern. It doesn't normally rain every freaking weekend. All right, Steph, I appreciate you popping in. I'll see you later. I'm getting ready to end the stream in a few minutes anyway. I was going to come on at 4 o'clock, and I took a nap. And, Kyle never did pop in. I forgot to email him. But that's fine. I'm gonna do another minute. I'm waiting until it's 2 hours. Yeah, because I gotta take care of some stuff before I go to sleep later. I gotta wash my dishes, number one. So I appreciate all y'all being here. Of course, I'll stream tomorrow. But usually I'm taking 3 days off now. I used to take Wednesdays and Thursdays off. Now I'm taking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But, it's all good. And Scotty will do a chat tomorrow. Probably won't be a live stream. The Scotty live streams are going to be over with. It's going to go back to the topics, probably. But I told Scotty to change his description. He's still got it Louisiana makeshift studio. He's not even in Louisiana anymore. Well, you could tell he wanted to get the hell out of Louisiana, which most people do. Nobody wants to stay in this damn state. So he probably went 250 miles an hour to get the hell out of this damn state. So I don't know. But I appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna go for the night. I appreciate y'all. So y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.